Hey everybody, this is IP Config from Last Reboot and you're listening to the Last Reboot Cybersecurity podcast. This show was for people who love to learn cybersecurity through listening podcasts. First, let's understand what exactly cybersecurity is. To know that, we need to have an idea about the cybersecurity fundamentals. According to some researchers, by 2023, the cybersecurity market is expected to grow to over $250 billion. That makes it one of the fastest growing and largest sectors in IT globally. Cybersecurity is a buzzword that's often heard, and most people have a notion about what it consists of. But the things you may not know are always the things others will try to exploit. In this podcast, you'll get a basic breakdown of what cybersecurity is and hopefully realize the onus is largely on you to stay safe. So, what is cybersecurity? In the plainest possible sense, cybersecurity refers to the securing of data on a computer. From a broader standpoint, cybersecurity encompasses all the processes, practices, programs, laws, devices, and tools used to preserve the integrity of data within a digital infrastructure. That may sound needlessly verbose, but the truth is that cybersecurity is an all-encompassing field. Anything you do to protect data on your computer, or prevent events that compromise your processed, stored or transmitted data as part of cybersecurity. That can be hiring a world-class team of experts. Or it can be as simple as locking your mobile phone with a password. But, what are we protecting against? We have been reading about compromised data and keeping data safe, which begs the question, what are we actually trying to keep it safe from? In essence, it's any kind of attempt to damage or access information. This can include access that is ultimately benign or done without sinister motives. Any point of access that is unsecured opens up the possibility of major losses in the future. And cyber attacks can fall into one or more of the following categories. Cybercrime. Much like traditional crime, this type of cyber attack is primarily motivated by financial gain. This can be any of a number of things, including credit card fraud and ransomware attacks. Experts estimate that up to $6 trillion a year are lost to cybercrime attacks. Cyber warfare. This is another type of attack whose main goal is achieving a political end of some kind. It is now and is expected to in the future pose the biggest threat to national sovereignty. Cyberterrorism. It was defined by Kevin G. Coleman as the premeditated use of or threat of disruptive activities against computers and or networks with intent to cause harm, be it social, ideological, religious, political or similar goals, or to intimidate anyone in pursuit of such goals. Generally speaking, cybersecurity threats will have one or more of those three drivers. The consequences of cyber attacks will respond to their ultimate motivating factors. To achieve their ends, cybercriminals use any of a number of techniques. Phishing scams, for instance, are quite popular. These refer to attempts to extract sensitive information by assuming the identity of a trusted individual or entity. Viruses are still very much a weapon used by cybercriminals as well as are Trojans, spyware, and malware. For more political ends, they might use propaganda, misinformation, or any other avenue that allows them to penetrate ideological defenses. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. All the show notes and links can be found at description box. Come back often and make sure you subscribe, like, share and comment. Don't forget to join us for another exciting episode of the Last Reboot Cybersecurity podcast.